Hello. How you doing? How's everybody's weekend? Want to wait till a few more people get on here before I discuss what I have to discuss. Love your content. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you. Come on. Join, join, join. I want to talk about, today I want to talk about Biden's son. How you doing? Hey. Thank you. Appreciate that. I haven't been on here in a while, you guys. I had a lot going on. Had sickness going through my household, so I had to take a week break. But how's everybody been? I hope everybody's weekend was good so far. Cause mine definitely has been so far. I've had a hectic weekend. A very, very hectic weekend. But I want to talk about the things that's been going on lately. And I don't know if you guys know this, but Biden said, doing good, doing great. That's awesome. Glad everybody's doing good. It's Sunday, feels like Monday. Hello, how you doing? Um, hello, how's everybody doing? Hey, from California. How you doing? I know I haven't been on here in a while, you guys. I've had a lot of hate, a lot of negative people thinking that, and I want to explain to people why I do this. Thank you. Hi, how you doing? Because I guess, hey from Mississippi, I guess I get the wrong. I don't know if I get the wrong impression or wrong vibe out to people. Neither have you, because a lot of people say, well, maybe that they think that I'm doing this for whatever reasons, and I tell you this, I'm not doing this for fame. I'm not doing this for gifts. I'm not doing. I mean, you don't have to give me anything. I want to say that up front. I do not need anything from anyone. I just want you to be able to listen. Yeah, I understand that first time seeing you. Like, thank you so much. I mean, I don't want the gifts though, because people get on here and say, "Oh, she just wants fame and she wants gifts." I don't want them. I don't need them. That's not why I get on here and I talk. I'm talking about the things because of what Biden's doing to us. Like, and I can't stress it enough because people, they say, because I'm black, they think that that was one of the main reasons why maybe they think I voted for Biden, but I really didn't. Thank you so much, but you didn't really have to, because I don't want people thinking, oh my God, she's taking stuff from people. I don't want nothing from anyone, but I appreciate it if you do, but I'm not asking for it. That is not one main reason why I'm on here. You know what? And they do, and that's the main thing. Silencing, silencing, silencing. I hear that so much. You know, And I was just saying, the other day somebody said, oh, well, how he said, if you're not black, don't vote for me. And then I made a comment saying, well, I guess I'm not black. And then that was a really bad thing to say, because I'm like, God, you're black, so you're supposed to vote for Biden. But, just a flower. LOL. Well, I appreciate that though. But, that rose and that flower is like a big deal. So, but I really do appreciate that. But some people, they take it the wrong way, and I don't want me talking on here to be perceived as the wrong way. I mean, I'm trying to send a message, basically, because of the things that's going on, and people just don't realize it and understand it at all. We have, I don't know if you guys have heard, about the outcoming, which is facts. Everything I try to say is factual. You can Google it and look it up yourself. But as far as great job, I'm a Trump supporter. Good, and they don't feel they brainwash. Yeah, well, you know what? They brainwash a lot of people. As far as that. But his son, and this is probably totally off the topic, but Biden's son, his 51-year-old son, is so racist. And Biden is racist. So he said he wanted black people to vote for him so he can become president, because really majority of his vote was going to be for minority and African Americans, or black people, should I say. But so he got them to vote for him. And he says that he doesn't want his kids and grandkids going to a racial jungle of a school. So now your son gets on social media and says the N-word, and he says a lot of stuff, and it comes out now, and now he's talking about how Trump, but black people can't see that, because they're like, oh, stop talking about Biden, you don't know what you're talking about. And so I'm like, you know what, I'm going to still burst my opinion on it, because it has nothing to do with the color. I'm not on here to talk about color. I'm on here to talk about how he's destroying the country, how he's destroying. That's why I'm on here to talk about. I'm on here to stress how he doesn't need, and you're absolutely right. Yes, yeah, he learned it. He actually did right. Hunter did learn. He learned the racism from Biden, but black people will never see that. They will never see that Biden is. I mean, again, I tell you, it's taught. It's taught somehow, because if he wasn't a racist, Biden would have told him, son, do not say that. Do not call. Don't use that word. I don't think you should use that word at all. That's not a proper word. They're blacks. They're not. That other word that he was using, and he used it a lot. Nigga. I mean, it's just a comment. It's a word. And it doesn't. If it offends you, then truly, because that word that means ignorant. So if it offends you, maybe you are that person. But that doesn't really offend me, because I don't take to that. I don't go to that level. But to make a long story short, so forget about that. We're going to talk about how ignorant he is. So he probably should call himself that, because he's so dumb to the fact of what's going on around him. You're the president of the United States. Now, you lied your way into into getting into office, but you are there now. So now your job is for the American people, is to make it right for everyone, so that we can live comfortably, so that we can enjoy. I am enjoying my day. Thank you so much. So that we can live right, and then we can be okay. Because now we're in June. Okay, so we're halfway in. So we've had you for 6 months now. We have to go another 3.5 years with you. Hopefully we don't, but Lord forbid we do, and then it doesn't matter, because if we get the ugly thing, that hyena, that cackling hyena, Kamala Harris, she's no different than him. She is no different than Biden. She's no different at all. She is just about, actually, she might be a little bit worse than him, because she's not for the country. She's not for the world. She doesn't even care about the people that served. So what does that speak for her? It doesn't really matter. That was the next question somebody asked me. What do I think about Kamala Harris? I don't think anything about Kamala Harris, because Kamala Harris, my personal opinion, I don't like her at all. So I've never liked her. And he instead of them coming together and getting us to be one, they want to divide and separate everyone. And the big thing is getting everybody together so that we can become one. I think if you're one, you'll be more powerful than if you was divided and separated. That is my main thing. And I cannot stress it enough, that why segregate the world? Why push sides? One on this side and unity. I mean, we need to be one. One is what we need to be. But he doesn't see it that way, because, and I'm sorry, you guys, because I look very chocolate. And believe it or not, I went out to the junkyard, and I just got burnt with my husband trying to help him be a trooper, and I got burnt. I mean, I got 2 shades dark in my neck and everything. So anyways, but because I can work too, believe it or not. So I'm thinking that if he would, he would never be okay for me, because I wouldn't like Biden at all. I mean, I don't know if he out of the White House and then come back in, I still don't like him, only because of his ignorance. So he's talking about color, and he's teaching his kids He's teaching his son, and he's 51 years old, so he's not a kid, to be racist. What type of president are you going to be? This doesn't come out. This all comes out now. Facts. True facts. Thank you. But now it comes out because he's in office. And but I shouldn't. But then you make a whole speech. If you're not black, don't vote for me. You made that speech just so you can get the majority votes, blacks and Hispanics, to vote for you, knowing that you were going to corrupt the whole country, the whole world. You're starting so much stuff. Trump was, which people say, well, Trump started the division, and Trump started he didn't. There was no divide. There was no division when Trump was in office. And if it was a divide, if anyone disagree with me on here, please enlighten me. Let me know how Trump started the division, how he started the divide. Because Trump started the racism. No, he did not. He never did that. Trump had a lot of black friends. But people keep going back on color. And this is not about color. It is about pure, ignorant people. People that voted for a president and they had no idea why they were voting for that president. People that are still for him and don't know why they're still for him. You vote on a president for their intelligence. What do you think that they're going to be able to do for this world to make it better, so that you can have a better future, not only for you, but maybe for your kids, grandkids, whoever. It depends on how old they are. So, I don't know where that is, but the whole point of that is so that he actually, President Biden is the worst president that we've had. I don't know. I think he's actually the worst in a long time. I can't even remember, because he hides behind that mask that he's wearing on his face. And it's absolutely horrible. And people need to see that. More people need to step up and see what is going on. And I don't understand. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Since Obama wasn't, he got in there, because, again, black people voted because they thought they were getting a black president. He's behind the scenes with Biden. He's not a very good president either. And presidential is supposed to be someone that's going to, circle the whole world, someone's just going to be for everyone. And how you've seen when they went over to Guatemala and Kamala Harris got booed. And they didn't want her because it's disrespect. I mean, you go over there and you think you're going to get an invite when you go somewhere, but she didn't get an invite. Why she didn't get an invite? Because she was rude. I mean, people don't. You want to be welcomed. Open arm when you. First impression to me means everything. First impression for President Biden to be president was not a very good impression. So I say this. I'm going to answer questions. I never got a stimulus check. I wasn't, I don't live off the government. I never got that. I mean, but remind you, the stimulus check was for working people that actually work. It was for everybody too. It just wasn't for people that was living off the government. It's for everybody. So that, I keep getting that, well, you got a stimulus check, so you care about. First of all, Trump started the stimulus. Biden did not start that. First of all, overseed it because when he got into office, the other two, but President Trump started that. So, again, I keep saying, stop focusing on, for whoever that might get on my live that are Biden supporters, stop focusing on the stimulus and stuff that don't matter. How about we focus on what does matter and what we're going to do to make this country a better place and how to get him out of office? That's what you really need to focus on, because you're laughing and you're making a joke about it now, but you're going to be crying later on because this man is your president. And he's not going to do anything to help you. He's actually going to hurt you in the long run. So it may be a joke now, but it won't be a joke months from now. It's not, to me, it's not a joke now, but a lot of people are taking it a whole different way. And I don't understand how, it's like I want to take a hammer and just like, hello, there's a light bulb in there, doom, 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 doom. Turn it on and think. Listen. Think. Because you're not doing that. I'm so sick and tired of people getting on my post, black people mainly, and saying, well, talking about something that doesn't mean anything. How about you just don't get on my post at all if you're for Biden? Because I already have said this. I am for Trump. I've always been for Trump. I didn't vote for Biden at all, period. I never voted for him. Why? It's because I do my research. He's a pedophile, for one. I have kids. I am for people that don't fondle little kids, period. I don't like predators. I don't like sexual predators. I don't like it. So, that's number one reason why I didn't vote for Biden. Two, I can see straight through that bald skull of his. Like, I knew he was never real. You when you make the comment, if you're not black, don't vote for me. You're not gonna get my vote because now I know what your agenda is. Why do I need to vote for you making that comment? Trump didn't get on there and say, if you're not white, don't vote for me, or you're not. That is not a good way to get somebody's vote. So black people thought that they was going somewhere by it because they're like, oh my God, he's really out for us. Negative. You have so much that it's not a good thing because you're blind. You have a blindfold on and you need to take it off. And it's like a broken record. I could talk about so much more, and I don't care. Again, I keep saying this every single time. Yes, if you don't vote for me if you're not black. And what I said on my post was, well, I guess I'm not black because I did not vote for you. So I'm not in this. Sorry, not notification right now. I'm not in this. Don't come in my video because I'm not in this for anything. So I keep trying to say and stress it, and I can't stress it enough to go get. Sorry, you guys. These kids are out of school and it's like driving me crazy. But yeah, party for veterans. You know what? And I just don't understand. Yeah, but you know what? If Kamala Harris saw that, she would be like, no party for nothing because you say party for veterans. She doesn't like veterans. So I don't want a vice president or a president that are not for people that have fought for this country at all, because my father was in the military. He was in World War II. He was a lot older. I said this, stressed it enough to be my president. I mean, that means you're okay with war. You're okay with what you're doing right now, because all you're doing is creating war. First of all, with the division, that's number one, and it's ridiculous. You got so many people that are uprising. And I guess it has to start with one. It starts with one person. So my thing is, and I don't care. I don't like the BLM, Black Lives Matter, is no different than the KKK. They're actually probably worse, because Black Lives Matter is ridiculous. Because all you're doing is, and I don't care who's on here that's black, is tearing up your own shit. You say Black Lives Matters and whatever else, all the other ones are on here, but you go and you ruin your own stuff. Like, how the hell does Black Lives Matter, but you go in a black neighborhood and fuck up the whole store? You burning down stores, you burning down buildings, you throwing stuff in people's houses in your own community. No, so that's why I say it's worse. You cannot sit there and say anything about BLM and Black Lives Matter when you're the main source of the fucking problem, because you're tearing up your own stuff. You're burning down your own community, so it doesn't matter. BLM, Black Lives, that's no different. It's worse. It's worse than any KKK or anything else that people want to do in this world. So I don't want to hear it. So I don't agree with BLM, Black Lives Matter. I don't agree with all the other stuff that fall beneath that. You know why I don't care about the all the riots and when that George Floyd, the people want to start, they want to take it to Biden and the people that the bad presidents, they create all that mass stuff and make it worse because they blow it all out of proportion. They make it worse. Then the media makes things worse than what it is. And it's ridiculous because all it is saying, hey, yeah, let's go tear that up because guess what? It's not mine. It doesn't belong to me. So who cares about the person that spent 50 years building it? They put all their heart sweat into it because it really doesn't matter, because it's not mine. So it does matter. It absolutely does. And this stuff, I'm sorry, it's cursing, I'm trying not to, it has to stop and it has to start somewhere. Someone have to be able to stop all of this madness and everything that's going on. And I know that, it's Sunday and of course you don't want to hear me babble, but at the end of the day, I hadn't been on here in a while and I watched so much and I listened to so much stuff and I'm just like, I don't understand. I don't understand it. I don't understand anything that's going on. You're right. You're absolutely right. It doesn't fit the narrative. But you know what, though? It might not. And I agree with you 100% with that comment you just made. But it should. Because at the end of the day, we have to live here. We all have to live here. So it doesn't matter what you do, but we still have to live here. So we still have to, I'm not going to stop talking just because somebody tell me to. I'm not going to stop living or stop walking down the street because somebody said. Because if I do, it's like follow the leader. You see, one person does it in a clique or a clan. It's no different than having a game. Everybody's like a unite. Okay, well, that person did it, so it makes it okay. It's not okay. It's not okay to do any of that. Any of that stuff, I do not agree. I do not agree with all that stuff that went on at the White House, and they try to blame Trump. And there was just another excuse for them to just say he started it all. But they wanted to do that anyways. They had to. They wanted to go there and just make a scene and enter shit and break shit and mess with people's lives. Yeah, and they like fighting and burning down other people's shit. And I just think it's ignorant. That's where the the ignorance comes at, because it's ridiculous that you're doing that for attention. You're doing that because that started in Wisconsin. And then it goes all over the world because it's monkey see, monkey do. And it's attention. It's stupid. It's stupidity. It's dumb. Because eventually you're doing something that you're going to need in the future, which is dumb to me. Biden is starting that now. He's starting it all over again. He's, with something that is already old news, he's bringing it back up. So people, it's like telling black people, because they're rooting for him, it's okay to tear your shit up. It's okay because you voted for me and I want your vote. I want your vote and I need your vote. So it's okay what you're doing. It's okay to go and kill innocent people all up in Chicago and New York and California. It's okay. Because you got my vote. So Biden, I like that. So I don't understand, his motive is he doesn't need a motive. What he needs is to go ahead and just pack his shit, him and Kamala Harris, and get out of the White House. And Trump just needs to get back in. I don't want Obama, I don't want Kamala Harris, and I don't want Biden. Because they're all three working together. And I'm so sorry, because Democrats are just the worst people when it comes to just bullshit. I mean, there's no other way for me to put it. And I'm trying to be nice on here, but bullshit, because they are not they're not for the people. They're not for us. They're not for any working class people, anybody that's trying to make it. And because see, Democrats, they spend money. They just blow money. Look at what they're doing. They just, hey, let's just you need let's just give away all this money. Republicans, they know how to save their money so that you need it. Save it for when you really need it. Not just blow it and just give it away. And it doesn't make any sense. So that's why I never really vote Democrat. Just because I'm black and you see my face doesn't mean that all black people voted for Biden, because he definitely would not have gotten my vote if he was the last one here on earth. I'm sorry. I would have just been like, sorry, my allergies is bothering me today, you guys. It's very unattractive, but my nose always bothering me. I have the worst allergies in Florida. But I appreciate everybody that's listening and watching. And again, I needed a break, because I just get so frustrated by the stupid comments that I read, and black people are just hating, and they don't want me to talk, and you're stupid, you're ignorant. Why you going against your own kind? Wait, first off, let me explain something to you. I came in this world by myself. That's how I'm going to leave. By myself. And I have kids who I love to death. But I tell everybody, I came in this world by myself, and that's how I'm going to leave. I'm not related to every black person in this fucking world. They think so. No, we're not sisters and brothers. Don't call me your sister. Don't call me your brother. Period. Because I'm going to vote for whoever I want to vote for, and go see whatever I want to see, and go do what I want to do. And you cannot tell me who to see, who to vote for, or what to do. We colored by just the skin color, but we ain't related by nothing. We ain't related at all. Period. We are all Americans, and I keep trying to tell people that Americans, and I don't even know where the African come in at, because guess what? I never even been to Africa. I always tell people when they say I'm black, that's what I say I am. I'm American, I'm black. It is what it is, but I was born here. I was born in the United States. That's it. I'm not. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. You know what? And you're absolutely right. It doesn't really, well, if you get a good woman, that's fine, but I don't really care. The ones that's in the White House now, I do not want them to be there. So I don't really care whether it's a man or a woman. But I just know what I want. I can't speak for nobody else. And you're right, I'm American. I don't like to be told that I'm ignorant or I'm dumb, or I'm stupid, or this, that, and the other. I want somebody to really recognize and understand when I speak what's going on, because my voice is going to be heard, and it's a very important thing. I just don't think that it should be anything different than that. One voice, American as a whole. I don't think that we should just be separated on what we're talking about, and be united. And that's my whole thing. I'm sick and tired of people trying to separate us. Whether it be the president, just come together. Just come together and be one. There's no such thing as more than one person. We're all the same. We bleed the same. If I cut you and you cut me, guess what? We're going to bleed the same way. So we're the same people. We just have different skin color. That's it. My husband go out. He go out and get a tan. He might become my color. He might get a little darker than me. Who's to say? I just don't see I don't see different colors. I never have. And I teach my kids not to see that. So off of that subject, and back on that old geezer in the office, he really needs to, he should have taught his kids that, but he didn't. He's going to get in the White House like, you're racist. For one, you shouldn't be in the White House being racist, for one. At all. You're racist against blacks, but you want black people to vote for you. But you're not doing anything for people as a whole. You're not doing anything for whites, nobody, as a whole. You need to come together and be a president for all. For your whole country. That's what you signed up for, and that's what you need to be. But it's too late. We don't want you no more. As soon as you stepped in office, we decided to step you out. So Biden needs to get out of office, and I'm going to keep talking till he does. He really does. No, and you know what? And you're not going to see one. And I keep getting people on here that are Biden supporters, and I keep saying, if you're a Biden supporter, come on here, and I would gladly answer any question you have. Tell me why you voted for Biden, and what have he done so far since he's been in office to help you. Why you voted for Biden, and what has he done in office so far to help you? I want people to, any Biden supporter, I'm open to questions. Why you voted for Biden, and what has he done so far in office to help you? I can tell you why I voted for Trump and what has he done when he was in office to help, and what he will do when he get back in office to clean up all this catastrophe. I can tell you that. I know exactly why I voted for Trump in the beginning when he was in office. It is. So, because, I know I have Biden supporters in the background probably watching my live, because they always have something smart to say when I get off of here. So, enlighten me, and please, tell me now, because I am open up to questions. I have no problem with questions. Yeah, because I don't have a problem with answering your questions now, so that you don't say that I'm a racist or do anything. Tell me now, because I told you, if you tell me that, I can tell you why I voted for Trump. Because since maybe it's the color divide amongst a lot of Biden supporters, and I don't understand it, because we're all one. So Biden supporters, if you're on here, let me know, because I have stressed it enough that I'm from Trump. So, and I can tell you a million reasons why I voted for Trump when he was in office. I can tell you why I would vote for him now, and why I don't want, if he runs 2024, why I would vote for him, because I don't want Biden there. And I can tell you why I don't want Biden in office, and what he hasn't done for this country since he's been in office, sitting in a desk. So he's not done anything but run the gas up the high hill. All the prices all over the United States are just horrible. He's creating a divide, trying to segregate everything. He's taking away some of the funding for the schools. He's trying to add 4 more years of school to the kids' schools. Like, for what? He's doing more harm than he is good. I can tell you a lot of different reasons. Definitely she does. Why? So, again, Trump didn't divide. He created peace. He didn't have war. The gas prices, everything was good when Trump was in office. He wasn't going around, he didn't tell you anything that you didn't need to hear. He was completely honest and upfront. Trump is a racist. Okay, so you said Trump is a racist. So explain to me how Trump is a racist. Please. Trump doesn't care about you or our race. Okay, so you said our race. So explain to me, because you've been talking on my page a lot. Ambi, whatever, Jason, have you go. Explain to me how Trump, I said I would take it. How is Trump a racist? This is your chance to explain to me how you think Trump is a racist. Hey, how you doing? I upset you? How do I upset you? How do I upset you by me asking you a question because you said Trump is a racist and a piece of shit? How is Trump a racist and a piece of shit? I want to know, because I just explained to you why I think I gave you Biden and I gave you Trump. So you need to tell me why Trump is a racist and a piece of shit. And how I upset you. Why? Because I'm black and you think I should be for black people? That's the same thing I said. You're the main reason why you get on my page and you make remarks, but you have nothing to back them up. You cannot say that Trump is a racist and a piece of shit, and then don't justify it. You're not explanation, please, with a question mark. I need you to explain to me why. I need you to explain to me why he's a racist and a piece of shit, and why you say that I mean, really, I'm upsetting you. He didn't rent to black people. Everybody is making this about color, and it's not about color. It is about politicians. It's about what we can do to better ourselves as a whole. It has nothing to do with color. Give me a box of Kleenex. Okay, so anyways, see, I get people. This is why. This is why I tell you this goes on forever, because I could never get a clear answer when I ask somebody, because I know that Biden supporters are on here, so I want them to explain to me. I want them to explain to me why they think they say Trump is a racist. Trump had more black friends than you can imagine. So, and he supported a lot of black people all over, famous and not famous. So, that's racist, sis? How is that racist? First off, you cannot call me racist, period, at all. Because I'm not riding with you on you saying that because you're a Biden supporter. I'm far from racist, period. My husband's white. My kids are mixed. My husband and I have been together for 26 years. So I'm not against whites, and I'm not against any color. But what I don't like is ignorant black people. I want you to be able to understand what you're talking about. When I ask you a question, you need to answer with a legitimate answer. If you ask me a question, I'm going to come back to you with a legitimate answer. You're just saying that I'm racist and I'm upsetting you, and you're talking about how Trump's a piece of shit. Explain to me. Enlighten me. You're not doing that. So me wasting my time having a conversation with you, but then you will get on my feed after this video's done and argument. And I don't have time for argument. I don't argument at all. Just because your kids are mixed, it has nothing to do with your kids are mixed. I'm saying that don't try to compare yourself to me. All I'm saying is I asked you a question about how Trump was a racist piece of shit. I asked you that question. You couldn't answer me. I don't care about it. Has nothing to do. That's why I told you don't put a color on it. It has nothing to do with the color. We're not talking about black people. We're not talking about white people. We're not talking Spanish. We're not talking about Asian. We are talking about. I want you to explain to me why you think Trump, and you can't do that. Trump is a racist, and I am too. But you know what? I guess, you know what? I am a racist. I'm a racist because I'm racist against ignorant people like you. Ignorant people. I definitely am racist against ignorant people because you know what? It doesn't have to do with color. I don't like anybody that's like you. Period. That's dumb to the fact. And so, shame on you, but you'll be okay. At the end of the day, my thing is to get Biden out of office, and and anybody that want to follow him should probably follow him right on out, because yeah, they are. I mean, you can't. They they say I'm a racist. This because guess what? They're living off the government. They're collecting. They're paying $6 in rent. So you're not gonna like me, and you're gonna call me a racist. Why? Because I work for everything I have. Hey, how you doing? And so how is Trump a racist and Biden isn't? Biden is definitely a racist, and he has proof. He definitely is. He taught his son to say the N word and to call N. And that was facts. That's factual. So he definitely is. You work 2 jobs in healthcare. That has nothing. I don't care how many jobs you work in healthcare, but the jobs that you got up inside your head ain't working out with because you're not thinking with your head first. Nobody cares about jobs and what you're doing, and I'm glad that you are in healthcare, but your ignorance upstairs is not helping you because you yet to answer the question that I said to you about Trump. You're just supporting Biden. And that's the thing that I'm not getting. And you sat there and called me a racist and said that you were angry at me. But I answered the question about why I like Trump and why I did not like Biden. And you still didn't answer the question. You didn't answer my question. So I guess you're entitled to whatever you want to. I will be a racist. That is absolutely fine. I have nothing to do with that. Biden is a good, decent human being, man, and he's a great president. How is Biden a good, decent, humble man and a great president? He's a pedophile for one. And what is he doing? So he's definitely not a decent human humble person. And what is he doing for this country to help you? You keep going around and saying, okay, so what is he? You said Biden. So how is Biden humble and a great man? He cares. How does Biden care for you? What has he done for you to help you? He has done nothing. And evidently you're not. Oh. But anyways, I'm gonna go on with my conversation because this, you know what, you can send me any questions or, fight your defense after I'm done with this, and that's all fine. I don't have time for that. I said what I had to say, and I'm not gonna take it back. So I know that there's a lot of people, and I said this before, a lot of his supporters was gonna be on the back line. And that's fine because he has to have, somebody has to support the man. He didn't, evidently a lot of African Americans, black people supported him to get him where he is now in office. And you can't hardly get too many to help him get out of office because they're blind. They're so dumb and stupid to the fact. And as long as he's helping them get, live off of him and keep giving away money because that's what he's doing and not helping anybody better themselves. Yeah, exactly. Because right now a lot of stuff is shut off, but a lot of stuff is opening back up. So as soon as we open up all the way for the pandemic, the jobs are out there. I don't want to hear one person say they can't get a job unless you're disabled and you really just can't get a job because there's so many jobs out there. I'm not knocking people again, like I said, that have been collecting unemployment that really need it. But people that are sitting on the ass just collecting and not really wanting to go back to work, all that's coming to a halt all over the world. Because in Florida, it ends June, the end of June 26th or something. People are going to have to go back to work. And what's going to happen is everybody's going to try to go back to work at one time. And then it's going to be back to, you're too overqualified. Because guess what? They got 1,000 million people to choose from now for work. So they got more than they need. So they can pick who they want. So it's better for you not to live off the government. Trump had he actually did, but Trump he definitely did because of the whole the vaccine rollout plan had nothing to do with Biden being in office. Trump, he had the vaccine rollout plan laid out. You're absolutely right, to better us. But we also had Dr. Fauci in the office lying. So, and keeping everything to himself because he actually absolutely knew what was going on, but he kept that to himself and he didn't share anything. So you're absolutely right about that. But the vaccine it has nothing to do with what he did in office as a president. You're not telling me anything that has nothing to do with you saying Trump was a racist and a piece of shit. You also made it to where you. Why would you need to be forced to get it? That makes no sense. You didn't need to be forced. You don't need to be forced to get it out. That's up to your discretion whether or not you want to get the shot. You don't have to be forced. And even now you're not forced to get it. So you're not making any sense. You're not making you're not making any sense. You're not forced to get the shot. It's up to your discretion whether or not you want to get the shot. That's where the whole segregation might be trying to come into place. If you got it, you still have to wear a mask if you don't in certain places. That had nothing to do with Trump. You're not making any sense. I asked you why you think Trump was a piece of. You're talking about the vaccination and he not making anybody. He didn't force people to get the shot. His job was not to force people to get anything. Biden can't force anybody to get anything. That's up to them whether or not they want to get it or not. Okay, so you still missed the whole point of saying why Trump was a racist. So I take it we're not even going to stay on that topic. That's the topic for a different day because my question was if Trump was a racist, why? You're talking about COVID-19 and vaccine. That stuff came later on, and that was something for them to do to get Trump out of office. That whole pandemic was rigged up. Once Hillary was starting to lose and lost, that was already rigged up to get him out of office because that's how they end up cheating. That had nothing. It was the dead was voting on that vote. That had nothing in the vaccine. All that stuff happened at the very end. That had nothing to do with what we're talking about now. So I don't understand what all this extra stuff is going on, and it's ridiculous because it has to stop. It has to stop. It's a never ending with just pure ignorance. Pure ignorance. I'm trying to not be with the divide. I'm trying to get people to understand what really is going on. I'm really trying to get the people, if you are for black people or not, for them mainly to understand, to open up their eyes so that they can see what Biden really and truly is. And he's the one really, you're voting for a freak, Alzheimer's patient, pedophile loser who has no regard for your life or your future or your grandkids' future or anything that's going on. That is what you need to open up your eyes and see. You got people that's standing, you got the gas people, you got, so much going on in this country, in this world, because they're fighting over gas. They're fighting over bread. They were fighting over ice. Really? So, well, you know what? You said Trump was literally no better. Trump was a lot better than Biden. 100% better than Biden. I just don't quite understand it. And they better make sure that they are doing good because you know what though, you guys? It's really going to come tumbling down. It's going to come tumbling down right in front of your face. And when it does, I hope everybody's ready. I don't have a white baby daddy, honey. No, I have a husband of 20-some years. I don't know nothing about the white baby daddy at all. Period. So that was that's where the ignorance comes in. You mustn't go past second grade. That is where the ignorance come in. I'm married, so my kids have a father, which is probably something that you don't know nothing about to fix your mouth to say that. A white baby, no. For 20-some years, honey, you might want to try it sometime. You might want to try it sometime. Because we keep going back to the race thing, and it's not about race. It's just pure ignorance. And that's and I see your own president who you're voting for now, he's against you. And it's ridiculous. And I can see what color you are, but am I judging you on your color? No, because it has nothing to do with color. Because Trump was for this country. He was for the people. He was for the people that fought for the country. He didn't do any division. He didn't divide. That's why Trump is better. Trump is a lot better because he's nothing like Biden. For one, he's not racist. He never was racist. He could think on his own. He was a money man. He knew how, obviously he's a billionaire. He knew how to manage money. He's all for the people. He's all for the country. He's for the whole world. He wasn't for one side and one side only. That's why Trump is better. I can explain to you why Trump was better. Trump was for the whole military. He didn't knock people. He was there for people that fought for this country. He wasn't about color. He wasn't messing up the fucking gas. He wasn't, we're in inflation right now, in case you didn't know. So that's why he's better. But you guys cannot explain to me why Biden's better. I keep saying this. So don't come at me, because I can school you a thing or two. Biden can barely see. And so I don't even want to hear it. Don't even. You're coming for the wrong one. You might want to get on here afterwards when I'm all done and talking, because I can definitely tell you when I say something, I'm actually saying it. I'm speaking truth. I'm not going behind. I know illiterate black person. I'm not going behind the scenes and just making up shit. I'm asking you a question, but you couldn't even do that. You couldn't answer the question, but then you tried to come for me. You must have something wrong with you. I have nothing wrong with me, baby. I'm perfectly fine. But what I am telling you is, I could tell you in a million things. I could probably tell you my eyes closed and my ears plugged why I want Trump. I can also tell you why the hell I don't want. How you doing for Memphis? Why I don't want Biden. Why I want his dusty old grizzly bear looking ass out of office and that thing in the drawer. I can tell you that. So don't even try to think that you are going to come for me. Period. I'm not young. I got grown kids and I'm a grandma. Believe it or not. You are not going to sit here and try to tell me. I asked you a question, but you couldn't answer it. And then you want to retaliate against me. And that is very disrespectful, because you couldn't answer my question, but I guess I just answered yours. So don't do that. All I'm asking you is to simply just tell me. Don't wait till I'm done and get behind the scenes, because I'm going to tell you that Trump is a lot better. I can tell you a million times why he's a lot better than Biden. Biden is not doing anything for you, and you're going to see it. You're going to see it real soon. Real soon, all you Biden supporters are going to come crumbling down, and you're going to wish that you actually had paid attention. Because you think that he's doing something for you, but all them pennies that he's giving you, he's going to take them away. All them pennies that you're getting, you might want to save them pennies, because you're going to need them pennies real soon. You're absolutely going to need them. Because I paid a lot of money for this beautiful house I'm staying in. I'm not living off of nothing. So, to answer your question, why you talking about my white baby dad? No, he's my husband. That's what he is, of 26 years. So, hello. Yes. So, he did a lot. He did a lot for me. Trump did a whole bunch for me. I'm all for Republicans. I don't care what nobody. I'm not for no Democrats. I never have been. I was raised Democrat because I was forced to with my parents. But when I got older, I got the hell out of there, because I knew that it was the wrong way to do it. It was wrong. Your parents you're gonna have to do when you're young. You're not old enough to vote anyways. And you're just gonna go how you're taught. You're gonna follow the leader. And that's how it is. You're not always, you don't always have to follow the leader. So, excuse me. So I don't like the fact that what that comment you made. So, and you're living off the government, and you're coming for me, and you're living off the government. You're like taking everything. You're taking handouts all over the place. Handouts, we all fall down maybe some point in our life, but you're supposed to pick yourself back up. You're supposed to be able to you fall, and then you pick yourself back up. You don't stay down there and just take something from somebody else, because we're all working together, and if we all work together, we can actually get together. We can be somebody together. Excuse me. So that comment you made was out of control. So I'm not going to sit here and hold everybody up. It's a beautiful Sunday outside here. I thought it was going to rain. But I asked a question and I didn't get an answer from no Biden supporter. So that means that don't even try to come on my page after I'm done talking because you don't have anything to say to me. So I'm not gonna, yeah, he wears more, Joe Biden wears more than fucking diapers. You know, he has to get his diaper, he has to get them changed quite often, and Kamala Harris is the one changing them. So I don't want to hear what you had to say when you got someone that gets fed medicine 24/7. You want him to be the. I missed the question. Okay, the question was, if you're a Biden supporter, what has Biden done for you since he's been in office? What makes him a great president? And don't come back with that government stuff. I don't want to hear about anything that's free handouts. I want to hear what he's done for the world, what he's done for the country as a whole. I don't want to hear what he's done for you living off of him and getting free stuff. That is not what I asked. So if you come back with that answer, then you might as well not even say anything. Period. Because I keep getting the same stuff and it's ridiculous. I want a simple answer because I gave you a simple question. Period. You keep saying the same stuff. He's a good, decent, humble person that cares for all. He might care for you because Biden don't care for me. So I don't know. Don't include me in your Biden. Don't include me in Biden. Period. Because Biden has not done anything for me. Not nothing for me or my family. So I don't want to hear that he's done something for me. Because he has not done anything for me. And I apologize, my phone's ringing. Not nothing. What he has done has corrupted this whole country. And is about making it go to hell in his first 5-6 months he's been in office. That's what he has done. He has managed to damn near ruin a lot of stuff and put people in a bind and separate people and want others to fight and go to war and just be plain ignorant. Raise the gas prices. It's absolutely horrible. So no, I don't want to hear what you think that he has done. What am I doing? I'm absolutely working. That's what I do for a living. I work. I come home to my beautiful house and I take care of my kids. And I'm actually talking for other people. I'm getting my voice is being heard. It's not being closed down. So I apologize. My phone. Keep. So that is totally different. People get on here and they don't even know why. Yeah, my notifications are blaring up. But so basically, for us to come as a whole, what do I want? I don't want nothing from anybody. What I want is, just one voice instead of 20. Tell her, don't come over here. Tell her I'm on the live right now, and I'll call her in a bit. So, I'm sorry about that, but so my main thing is getting people to come together. I can't stress that enough. What do I want? What do you want? What do you want out of life? That's the question. It has nothing to do with what I want. If you're okay with comfortable and living like this, and you're okay with what's going to happen months from now, then stay that way. There's nothing. I mean, but if we don't start coming together, it's going to be bad. It really it won't matter who's in office. The president now is just going to make it 20 times worse. But if we don't start coming together, it's going to crash regardless because it's going to be so messed up that whoever gets there won't be able to fix it in time. So I don't know I'm not trying to keep everybody on their beautiful Sunday day. They can enjoy themselves. But this is the time for people to ask hey, how you doing? To ask their questions. And, old lady, you know what? I'm actually young. I'm in my 40s. But, hey, I'm in my 40s. But, you call me old, that's fine, too. I'll take that, too, honey. Cause I must look good to be old. So, hey, how you doing? Hey, daughter, how you doing, daughter? My daughter done got on here, my oldest. But so you call me old if you want to. That's fine. I don't care. I take being old because I look good, honey, for my age. And you must look toe up for you to sit there and be. That's a shame. People are so ignorant to the fact that they rather try to bring you down and retaliate against you to make you feel bad about what you got going, what you're trying to do for the country, that they want to knock them on themselves. You want to, but the problem is, and I tell my kids, they can tell you that my self-esteem is not low, baby. So you cannot say anything to knock me down, because guess what? I'm not living off of Biden. I'm not living off of Biden at all, and you are. And I know it's probably so sad that I'm speaking on here so people can listen, because I'm taking away your opinions that you're getting, and I'm so sad that I'm taking away something from you. Maybe if you go out and get a fucking job like everybody else in the world, and work and earn your pennies, you wouldn't have to worry about trying to insult me, because you'll be just right there with me. Or how about this? How about you get in your car, get on the bus, go drive to get your president out of the White House, and both of y'all can go eat shit, because I don't care about him. So that's what you're doing. Don't try to insult me at all. I don't have any type of nothing. What you see here is what you get. You don't see no flaw over here. I don't have any flaws. But anyways, back to my subject. What I was saying when it comes to pure ignorance. See, Trump supporters, I asked the question of why people vote for Biden, and I really couldn't get that. I couldn't get a solid answer. I got a lot of ignorance, and and it's ridiculous. And they asked me a question, and I said that. It has nothing to do if I go to church or not. I don't need to explain my whole life story to anybody on here, but out of respect. The answer to your question is yes, but that has nothing to do with Biden. Old man geezer. You guys want an old man who has age has nothing to do with it, but who is running your country into the ground to be your president. And I just think it's awful funny that you can't get any decent person on here that's Biden supporters, not Trump supporters, because I'm all for Trump, that to even say so. Therefore, there's not one Biden supporter on here that has a lick of sense, that has, thank you for that, Rose, that has yet to answer my question. You're beating around the bush and you're trying to insult me, but you can't, because I have a college degree, believe it or not. So, and you didn't get past kindergarten. So I understand that. I really do. Biden is a lot older than Trump. So, I mean, a lot older. A whole bunch older. Like, Biden's wearing Depends. He has to go and get his butt checked and changed every so often. Trump don't have to wear Depends and diapers. So, Biden has to be fed. So, you sit there and talk about Trump. Definitely, yeah, well, Trump is not going to prison at all. But Biden's definitely going to that other place you just said. He's not going to prison. That man got too much money for anybody to try to take him to prison. Because shit, that's how ignorant people are. That man had more money than he can deal with before he even thought about the White House. So that's that's what plain ignorance, people, if y'all don't start thinking inside the boxes, and stop going outside of it and being slow, you're never going to get anywhere in life. Period. Yeah, I'm going to tell the haters, girl, because they don't understand. They just so dumb and slow to the fact. But you know what, though? They talk all this stuff, but they're gonna be crying later. Because they ain't going to have, grandma and mama to bail you out because she's going to be trying to figure out how she's going to make it. She ain't going to be able to take you in her house and take care of you. You once you hit 18, 21, you're supposed to be grown. You're supposed to be able to stand on your own 2 feet and take care of your family. You don't need to have nobody else taking care of you. Period. And if you leaning on Biden to take care of you, you just gonna be screwed all together because he can't even take care of himself. How he wearing diapers and stuff? How you expect him to take care of you and he needs some help taking care of his fucking self? I don't understand that. Ignorant. So I don't say ignorant. I mean, I don't understand the words that just came out your mouth, but I know how to enunciate all my words pretty much. So I know how to say ignorant, and so if I call you ignorant, that means that's exactly what you are. So, Trump is definitely not in diapers. Do you realize how you sound saying that? Really? Hi, how you doing? How you doing, Terry from California? But you know what? I just see it's a lot of ignorant people on here that and it's so sad because and you know what? And we're not talking about color, but it's mainly black ignorant people that voted for Biden, just plain dumb, that never ever had an education, or it's they wives that are with the white mama lady, baby mamas that are with the black men or women who are just ignorant to the fact and want to vote because they man voted, vice versa. Learn how to vote for yourself. Black Lives Matter is crap. I don't care. I already said this. You must have missed it earlier. Black Lives Matter is no worse. It's no different than the KKK. And to me, it's just pure ignorance. When you want to burn up your own shit, ain't no such thing as Black Lives Matter because everybody's lives matter. There's no such thing as that. Because black people, they said BLMs, but they went and tore down their whole fucking town. They went and burned up all their shit too. Something about Black Lives Matter, but you went and rioted all over Wisconsin when that whole George Floyd thing, they went and burned down half the damn town. So I don't want to hear about the BLM. You get justice how? You can't say till you get justice because black people are the main ones fucking up each other. Y'all the main ones killing each other. Talking about till we get justice. Get justice how? Because if we stop killing up each other, we don't need to worry about getting justice at all. Because we're the main ones shooting up each other. Talking about getting justice. You can't blame the cop for doing something that you was going to do any damn way. I don't want to hear that. Get justice. You want to holler, we need to get justice for so-and-so, but then you turn around and kill up one of your brothers who you call your brother. So I don't want to hear that. And they should give you money because that's bullshit. They the first one to say BLM, Black Lives Matter, but they the first ones to shoot somebody over $50 of drug money, or then hit a kid in the process because they want to kill up over each other, but they want to shoot somebody else's child, trying to shoot somebody else that owed them. I don't want to hear that shit. You can't, because I'm from Chicago. I don't want to hear it. I don't care. It don't mean nothing to me. All that extra bullshit when they talking about Black Lives Matter, because everybody's life matter. So I don't even care. You can't come with me with that bullshit talking about you want to get justice, because shit, I want to get justice too when you shot my niece. Hell, give me justice. I want justice too, and you were black, so I don't want to hear that I want to get justice bullshit. It's only wrong when a white cop shoot at a black person, but how about when you shoot at another black person? It ain't no damn different, because everybody should be, it's equal. It ain't no different when you do it when the cop do it. No different, because you going to turn around and do it if he don't do it, so I don't want to hear that. Everybody's lives matter. Everybody's lives matter. It don't have nothing to do with none of that. So I don't really care. Yeah, people go to jail. You damn right then they get justice. But until then, I don't work for no, I do not. And nobody's paying me to do nothing. This is me. I'm not getting any money from me running my mouth and saying what the hell I want to say. I'm not getting any money for going live on TikTok. No, I'm not. So I don't care who coming to my house. Hell, let them come. Knock on the damn door. Because when you come over here, I hope you know what you're looking for when you come over here. Because I done told you, come over here, I hope you know what you're looking for. Because I'm never scared. I told everybody I was raised by a military man. So you step over here on this property, you won't enter, but you might not exit. I'm going to say what I got to say. So, period. And that's what I'm going to say. It don't make no matter. That has nothing to do with whatever your question that you're asking me about my family life, and my family life would not be involved on here. So that is not an answer I would not answer that question that you just asked me. Because again, people keep dressing it. He's black. It has nothing to do with what color anybody is. He could be Chinese, and I'ma still say what I gotta say. It don't have color. It has nothing to do with it. If they want to come, they can come on. Hell, come on. Cause honey, I'm just letting you know. I ain't no dumb black girl. You come over here, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. I just don't at all. Period. Cause hey. But anyways, y'all, I ain't gonna keep you because I can care less. I'm trying to do what I gotta do, but the ignorant stuff, that stuff gotta go. I think people just need to grow up, because and stop being petty and just listen to what's around you, and just do you live your life. But all that extra stuff that people do, all that ignorant stuff, that stuff gotta stop. Like if y'all don't stop that stuff, it's just gonna follow you, and it's just dumb. It's just ignorant. You want to talk about somebody because they saying something wrong, or they're not saying something right, or they're not announcing it right, or don't nobody care about all that shit. Open your eyes and see the big picture, to see what's around you first. When you get to that point, then you can talk about other people. Because until you look within yourself, you might as well be quiet. Because ain't nobody gonna listen. You ain't shit gonna matter if you can't see what's around you, your circle, what's around you. Don't nobody care about nothing else you gotta say. And I done said what I had to say. And so we need to just come together as a whole and deal with it. And get that old geezer out of office. And that's all I gotta say. So I'm getting off of here. Y'all have a blessed day. Because I ain't finna waste all my day dealing with dumb people. Girl. I just think that was pure dumb. The Capitol riot was pure dumb. I just think that, it is what it is. People can do what they want to do, but at the end of the day, you can't blame nobody for, like, if I go and break into a prison to get somebody out, or just common sense, and knowing obviously I can't get into a prison, but just say any place. I can't blame that on nobody. I got to stand up and be a woman and fault myself of doing whatever I decided I was going to do and be done with it. So people came from all over the world to do that, to break into do that riot and whatever. The meaning of it, I don't know, or to set an example, should I say? Okay, that's what they wanted to do. I can't knock anybody for what they wanted to do, to try to stand up in their beliefs, because everybody believes different things in different ways. That's them. Okay, so anyways, whatever you want to say it is, I don't have an opinion on that, because that's not what I'm talking about. That was what they wanted to do. I can't address that issue because I didn't really follow it. Because after that stuff got blew out of proportion. Everything got blown because the media only tells you what you want to hear and what you want to see. So I know some people from here went there, and that was not something I really followed too well, because it wasn't just not nothing I really cared about at that time. So thank you. So I'm not going to address something that I don't know too much about. So the answer to your question is I really didn't have an input on that question that you asked me about the White House. So anyways, I thank you for your time, Any more questions? You can. Thank you. Yeah, well, I'm not into that. Again, I don't talk about stuff that I don't really too much know about. If I talk about something, then I have to have some type of, acknowledgement on it. I have to do my research, my own research. That means not really looking into the media, doing my own footwork, my own handwork, kind of, getting all the way into it. So that I wasn't really a part of. So, anyways, you guys have a blessed day. Enjoy yourselves. Happy Sunday to everybody. And if I don't get on here before next Sunday, happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there in the world and all the mothers that assume that role. Y'all have a blessed day. Enjoy yourself. Thank you so much. Thank you. You guys have a lovely, lovely day. I'll be back on here. Today's Sunday. I'll come back on Tuesday. Tuesday, you will see me Tuesday if you're on here. Thank you. You have a blessed day too. Yes, ma'am. All right. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day. Try to stay blessed and try to enjoy your day. Do not let anybody take you down or take you there. And be positive, because I try to stay positive all the time. Yes, you have a wonderful day too. All right, you guys. All right, I'll see you next time. I promise you, Tuesday I will be on after 5 o'clock, because, working days, go back to work, so I will be back on then. Thank you so much for the roses. I will be back on Tuesday. So if you want to hear me, the ones that don't, I don't care. But for the ones that do, I will be back on Tuesday. I'll see you Tuesday. All right, Tuesday. All right. Hey, Tracy. All right, I'll see you guys Tuesday. Got a whole bunch of text. All right, you guys have a lovely day. Enjoy your day.